Folks, it's Sunday morning here in North Carolina, and we are experiencing freezing conditions. Freezing. Even though this thing had Rancho shocks on it, the bushings were shot in the bottom. So that's what we fixed yesterday. It seems to be performing satisfactorily now. New brake hoses and everything. Maybe next we'll get some new springs and bigger tires. Alright, now back to this. I need to put my oil pressure gauge in it. And I need to turn around, and I'm going to double check the tightness on my wheel spacers. I'm slightly nervous about them, so I'm just going to make sure they're tight. And I wish I'd have done all this yesterday, except Mrs. Heavy Chevy made me leave too early. It's quite a bit chillier today. Quite a bit. We're back from a parts run. I decided I better go get me a copper tubing installation kit for my oil pressure gauge. And I had to get a cap and rotor for the Honda. During the course of which, the parts run, Mrs. Heavy Chevy said, what'd you say? I have a low tolerance for incompetence.
Ignorance.
Ignorance. I don't know. I'll have to work on that, I guess. You know what's dangerous about a pit bull is their tail.
She'll beat you with her tail. There she goes, beating you with her tail.
Crazy dog.
Luna! I think you're going to pick up anything off this floor, dog.
There's a grease spot over there. Go lick it up. I haven't seen a girl that excited to see me since you saw me for the first time. This dog is crazy. You ain't no lap dog. You're a big scary pit bull. Look at ya. I'm quivering, shivering. Alright, diversion over. Alright, I installed the fuel oil pressure line. You can see it there. Got it routed inside. And the gauge shows right at 40 idling while it's cold. I'll even take you underneath. And show ya where I put it. And you can hear an exhaust leak, which is coming from up there somewhere. I put 2 gaskets on it, and it'll seal it for a little bit and then start leaking. I'm beginning to suspect the manifold's cracked, or either I got a piece of old gasket in there. Alright, now all I gotta do is wire up my little light on the gauge and I'll be through with that project. What are you building now?
Something for a Christmas present for my daughter.
Oh, and here I am showing it on national interwebs.
Yeah. Does she
Worldwide interwebs.
Oh. I shouldn't have said that.
Can I touch it?
No.
Oh.
Your hands are dirty.
Okay, I'm leaving now.
Okay. Ta-da!
Gonna have to hang some really little socks on them things.
It's to hang pictures.
Oh, I didn't see that right off. Well, while she's worried about hanging pictures, let's see if our light works. Well, you can see it just in there. So that's good. All right, now I'm gonna turn around and check the rear wheels.
What are you doing?
I was just thinking about after I get done checking the rear wheels, we're gonna have to take this thing down and fill up the 20-gallon tank at $2.09 a gallon.
Jeez.
Well, there was no cause for alarm. It's just as tight as it could be. All right, let me put that back together. Cheer up, darling. It was only 40 bucks.
I didn't say anything about that.
And we're running on the right side tank, so I think everything's going to be okay. I'm going to stop and make sure there's no leaks here in a minute. And I think we'll be good to go.
It's not the 40 bucks I was worried about. It's the 9 miles to gallon that I'm worried about.
Closer to 10. Oh. That oil pressure gauge is hard to read.
Isn't it backwards, kind of?
It's not backwards. It's just different.
It's just different.
It's like me. Well, I'm glad I put the oil pressure gauge in because that reads 30. And the one up here on the dash is showing 15. So, that's good news. Evidently, that sender I bought, or either the gauge isn't doing right. And then we're working on the left-hand tank right now, which is half full. And I just switched it to the right tank, which is full. So, I'm gonna say it was a success. Except for that 40 bucks. Alright, once again here at the messiest workbench of YouTube, I just want to show you something. These Quadrajet fuel filters, a lot of times folks may look on the outside and say, well, that's not dirty. But the gas goes through the inside, and if you look in there, that's pretty nasty from the stuff coming from that old tank. It was nasty enough. I had 2 filters on it, one see-through and this. That just when I was driving it a few minutes ago, you stay on the, keep your foot on the floor and the secondary is open, it'd run out of fuel after a little bit. So, just a thought.